Ziegler.
Testing 1, 2, testing.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the Calvert Catholic Schools Board of Directors, faculty, staff, and administration, I would like to welcome all of you to Calvert High School's 96th commencement. This is a time of great excitement, anticipation, and gratitude for the many blessings each of us have been given. I would like to now invite Ashley Felter to come forward for our opening prayer. Please stand and remain standing for the singing of the national anthem to follow. Ready.
In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, amen. Dear Lord, may this graduation day be a celebration of your life within us. We give you all the learning, the skills, and the hard work of these years. We pour out our hearts as we continue our adventures. Father, may we live a life that reveals your hope and be guided in everything we do by everlasting truth. Amen. In the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may be seated. Today is truly a wonderful day. It's great to have so many family members, friends, supporters of the class of 2022 in Calvert Catholic Schools. This year, I'm proud to present our first speaker, salutatorian, Kate Lane.
Good afternoon, everyone. I want to welcome you all to the graduation of the Calvert class of 2022. I want to thank all the parents, faculty, staff, and coaches who have helped us to get here. You are all such influential people in our lives, and I know we don't show our appreciation for you as often as we should, but thank you. Thank you for pushing us to excel academically, spiritually, athletically, and to grow as individuals. I will always think back to when I was stressing over a big test or wanted to get something over with, and my parents would tell me, relax and take it all in because it'll be over before you know it. Today, standing here in front of all of you, that is very evident. These last years we have spent together at Calvert will stick with us forever. We will reminisce on both the good and the bad times, such as our senior trip to Kairos where we bonded like never before, or when we spent all of our class funds and then some for our junior prom. Some of the fondest memories I have from my time here at Calvert start with when we were 4 and 5 years old, playing with shaving cream on the tables in Mrs. Hill's room, getting a bell in Mrs. Perry's class when we finally learned how to tie our shoes, and take AAR tests for books that we didn't even read. It was exciting and scary getting to move from the elementary school to the high school. I learned very quickly to walk on the right side of the hallway and took convocation for granted. Middle school and high school are just a small portion of life, but they are some of the places we make the greatest memories and gain the greatest friendships. I remember vividly when our 8th grade class went on our trip to Washington, D.C., and Hunter had a dance battle with some random guy in front of the White House, or when an elevator full of people got stuck at Kairos and the rest of us played card games and had karaoke night. I knew I had met some of my best friends back in kindergarten when we would fight over who was whose best friend for the week, and the iconic paper phones were an item. As new students entered our class, we quickly bonded, and it was as if they had been with us forever. In the blink of an eye, we grew up, and here we are, sitting on stage getting ready to graduate. These are the last days of our adolescence before we have to take on the challenges of the real world. It is a scary next chapter ahead, but all of the great things Calvert has done for us have prepared us for those big moments. Even though we are leaving these walls, these are the things that will stick with us forever. The friendships and professional relationships we have built with our peers and faculty members, how Thursday Mass is a privilege, not a chore, how blessed we are to have grown to know God in our faith, how you always have the freedom to be yourself, and the consistent support from the Calvert family and the community as a whole. As I close out my high school career here at Calvert, there's only one bit of advice I have. Follow your dreams, don't be afraid to take risks, and don't ever forget those who have supported you and shaped you into the person you are becoming. Congratulations, class of 22. You have completed another chapter in your life. Don't be afraid to start the next one.
Thank you, Kate. It's my pleasure to introduce our next speaker, valedictorian, Francis Webb.
Welcome to the 96th graduation ceremony of Calvert Catholic High School. During the last few months of my senior year, I, like many of my classmates, found myself reminiscing about my time at Calvert. As many of you may know, I did not originally attend Calvert. The closings of Clyde St. Mary's and St. Wendland have led me to this moment. A few of my classmates may remember that when I arrived at Calvert, I was so shy and nervous that I barely talked to anyone for 2 months. Yet my classmates never gave up on me. Over time, the support, smiles, kind words, and jokes shared by my classmates allowed me to open up and consider Calvert a part of my home. Many of us will split apart after graduation, and this gathering may be one of the last times we see each other. However, I will always be grateful to the class of 2022 for accepting me and bringing me into the Calvert family. As we go through our lives, I believe it is important to live out the values instilled in us by our family, friends, mentors, and school. We have the opportunity to bring about change in the world around us. Our decisions now have the ability to impact our future. As Garth Stein, my favorite author of Racing in the Rain, once said, we are the creators of our own destiny. In life, we face many choices: to follow or lead, to quit or try again, to rise or fall, to hate or love. Every day, we have the opportunity to become the best or worst versions of ourselves. Over time, you may believe that only a short list of words define you. You may feel as though you have followed a predetermined path in life. However, you always have the chance to forge your own path. I implore you to become the best versions of yourself and break away from the societal norms holding you in place. Calvert has given us the Catholic education to prepare us for our future. As Calvert graduates, we have a responsibility to love one another and become disciples of the world. I've appreciated all of my time here at Calvert, and I thank every member of the class of 2022, teachers, staff, and administrators for making this year special. My final request to each and every one of you is to create your own destiny, challenge yourself, and become the change you want to see in the world.
Thank you, Francis. At this time, Father Joseph, pastor at St. Joseph Parish, Father Matthew Rader, pastor at St. Mary's Parish, and Dr. Jeremy Marinos at his school will confer the diplomas to our seniors. Please hold your applause until all the diplomas have been awarded so that all may hear their sons and daughters' names shared.
I know you're excited to get out of here. I know you're excited. No. Wait for your name. Your coaches probably wish you moved that quick. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Nolan David Beaker.
Tyler Joseph Burlingame. Caitlin Nicole Bohr. Lee Francis Brinkman. Braden Paul Albert. Ashley Nicole Felter. Nicholas Allen Krebs. Jalen Antonio Godfrey. Samuel Owen Krajewski. Mara Elise Mangiola. Keegan Robert Meyer. James Maxwell Paul. Ryan Joseph Porter. Robert Alexander Price. Catherine Gervais Ronback. Blake Edward Ronsky. Morgan Dorothy Rock. Ethan Thomas Solomon. Ella Francis Seidel. Jackson Blake Seisler. Kelsey Kathleen Schuyler. Garrett James Spong. Samantha Marie Wagner. Mara Jane Webb. Reed Thomas Warren. Samantha Dawn Wellman. Hannah Marie Welker. Emma Elaine White. Hunter Christopher Yeaple. Ashton Joe Henning. Kate Allison Laney. Frances Patricia Webb. Graduates, please stand. Ladies and gentlemen, I proudly present to you the class of 2022. At this time, these young men and women would like to honor and thank you, their parents, and others who have made sacrifices and gave them support they needed the past 4 years. Many of them, 12 years of Catholic education.
To my love, time around and turned around, and I saw my reflection snow covered me through the landslide. Oh, you're inside, what is it? Can't shine in my heart. Can I sail through the changing ocean tides? Can I handle seasons of my life? Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life around you. But time may go older, but you can get older, and I can get older too. When I've been afraid of to. How I can know where to.
We would now like to acknowledge those parents who are graduating their last son or daughter from Calvary. As I announce your names, would you please rise? Then you may be seated. Please hold your applause until all have been acknowledged. These families have had one child graduate from Calvary High School. Sarah C. and Jason Brakeman, daughter Lee. What did you miss? Susan Ludwig and Lo Ludwig. Sean Robert. What you miss? Kim Spalding and Brian Roth, daughter Morgan. Christine and Dan Salver, son Ethan. Teresa and William Webb, daughter Frances. These families have had two children graduate from Calvary High School. Elisa and Brian Burlingame, son Tyler. Jeanette and Christopher Bohr, daughter Taylor. Tom and Amy and Tom Fretz, son Nicholas. Wendy and Frank Lane, daughter Kayla. Julie and Carmen Mangiola, daughter Mara. Ryan Cyber, daughter Ella. Regina and Lee Schuyler, daughter Kelsey. Tracy and Jay White, daughter Emma. These families have had three children graduate from Calvert High School. Rhea and Andy Hemingway, daughter Ashley. Jen and Robert Kajewski, son Samuel. Cindy Paul and Robbie Paul, son James. Karen and Steve Walter, daughter Hannah. These families have had four children graduate from Calvert High School. Marilyn and Ron Seisler, son Jackson. Congratulations. When the first class graduated from Calvert High School in the spring of 1927, Cardinal Stritch, then Bishop of Toledo, offered them a challenge, which was printed in the first Calvert County Journal. Lisa Beaker from the class of 1987 would like to offer that challenge to the seniors again today.
The Calvert Challenge. There is a debt that you owe to Calvert High School, which must consume mortal lives and pain. Calvert demands that you be men and women of deep faith. Religion must be the dominant force in your lives, for heaven is your ultimate goal. Calvert demands that you be men and women of that fine patriotism which your religion enjoys as a distinct phase of your virtue of charity. Never must you say, even in the secrecy of your hearts, that you are not your brother's keeper. But ever, you must remember that you have a social duty to your fellow countrymen. Calvert demands that you never neglect an opportunity for self-improvement or the acquisition of useful knowledge. A trained and well-informed intellect is, when combined with sturdy Christian character, the world's greatest force. Calvert demands that you be ever, in your leisure, occupied. No life is so useless as an idle life, no excuse so false as I could have done better. Only a few years are allotted to you, these you dare not waste.
Good words for all of us to live by. Also helping us to continue with the tradition, Gavin Wagner, class of 2025, and brother of senior Samantha Wagner, will deliver the senior challenge. Cherish your human connections, your relationships with friends, family, and community. For 4 years, you've had impressed upon you the importance of a higher education, a career, dedication, faith, service, and hard work. This is true, but as important as your obligations as a college student, sailor, airman, soldier, someday as a doctor, lawyer, business leader, priest, brother, nun, barber, sanitation worker, garbage collector, or a parent will be, you are a human being first. Those human connections with spouse, with children, with friends, and your family are the most important investments you've ever made. At the end of your life, you will never regret having passed one more test, not winning one more big game, or not closing one more big deal, or winning one more big bet. You will regret time not spent with your husband or wife, your children, a friend, or a parent. The hope of your future as a country and as a family rests with you. Go out and enjoy life, but more importantly, make a difference. Make a difference in your community, for Calvert, for the country, or just within your own circle of friends or your family. Be the best plumber, teacher, truck driver, fireman, paramedic, parent, cook, or military person you can be. But above all, be the best human being you can be.
Thanks, Gavin. Seneca Nation, congratulations to the class of 2022, as you are now proud alumni of Calvert Catholic Schools. Parents, family, and friends, thank you. Each of you have supported these graduates during their Calvert journey. Thank you for putting your trust and confidence in our school to educate and mentor these students. Graduates, strive for excellence in all you do. To be average is easy. Be bold. Use the gifts that God has given to each of you. Think big, and do not fear the unknown. It takes extreme courage to be bold, but achieving your dreams by taking risks is the ordinary reward. Congratulations, class of 2022. God bless and go blue. I would now like to invite Father Matt to present this year's Bishop Cross recipients.
The highest honor bestowed upon any graduate from any Catholic high school in the Diocese of Toledo is the Order of the Bishop's Cross. The first record of this honor dates to 1873, at which time the award was called the Gold Medallion for Christian Doctrine. Bishop Gilmore, the second Bishop of Cleveland, of which at the time Northwest Ohio was a part, first presented it to a graduate of St. Ursula Academy in Toledo. In 1911, the Vatican created a new diocese in northwestern Ohio called the Diocese of Toledo in America, and Bishop Schrems was appointed its first bishop. In 1915, Bishop Schrems changed the name of the honor to the Bishop's Cross for Christian Doctrine. and included his coat of arms in the center of the cross. In 1928, Bishop Samuel Cardinal Stritch honored for the first time a Calvert High School senior, Miss Mary Ellen Kennedy. In the 1960s, this honor took on added meaning, being presented not only for academics in the field of religion, but also involvement in community service and loyalty to the practice of the faith. It is now the custom in high schools around our diocese to honor one outstanding young lady and one outstanding young gentleman with the Bishop's Cross. Along with this honor, graduates of Calvert Catholic Schools receive the Charles R. Ardner Memorial Scholarship, a scholarship that reinforces the importance of faith in education. The Bishop's Cross is the highest honor we can give a graduate, and it is fitting that it be presented this afternoon here at Calvert High School. And so it is with great honor that I announce the 2022 recipients of the Bishop's Cross. So as I call your name, I invite you to come forward and to remove your hat so you can receive your award. The young lady who is the recipient this year, the daughter of Melissa and Randy Ware, Miss Mara Ware. The young gentleman receiving the award this year, the son of Christine and Dan Salter, Mr. Ethan Salter. Now I'd like to invite Mara Mangiola to come forward and lead us in our closing prayer. Graduates.
Please stand. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen. Father, I have knowledge, so you will show me now how to use it wisely and find a way somehow to make the world I live in a little better place and make life with its problems a little bit easier to face. Grant me faith and courage and put purpose in my days, and show me how to serve thee in effective ways. So my education, my knowledge, and my skill may find their true fulfillment as I learn to do thy will. And may I ever be aware in everything I do that knowledge comes from learning and wisdom comes from you. Amen.
At this time, singers will lead us and will play our national alma mater. Slowly.
Hope when you take that jump, you don't feel the fall. Hope when the water rises, you get to walk. Hope when the crowd screams out, you're screaming your name. Hope if everybody runs, you choose to stay. Hope that you fall in love and it hurts so bad. Hey, only way you can know, give it all you have. And hope that you don't suffer, take pain. Hope when the morning comes, you say, I did it all. Every secret, this love you give, so many places, things that I did, every broken home, I swear I live. Hope that you spend your days, they all add up. When that sun goes down, raise your head. Until the moment comes, I'll say, I did it all.